Your Excellency, the Deputy President, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, the Speakers of both assemblies, National Assembly and the Senate, who are here, the leaders of majority, Honorable Ichung'wa and Senator Cheriot. Your Excellency, the Attorney General is with us here, very senior members of the executive, the chairs of the committees that have facilitated us, the Principal Secretary for Housing, Bwanahinga, the Principal Secretary Lads, Principal Secretary Treasury, standing in for CS Treasury, and also on his own behalf, the Attorney General of the Republic of Kenya. All protocols observed, Your Excellency. Today we have a very unique ceremony here, Your Excellency. Today, the 19th of March, 2024, is a very momentous day for us, a very major milestone achieved by the Ministry of Lands, Public Works, Housing and Urban Development, the State Department of Housing and Urban Development, Your Excellency, has received a lot of support from the National Assembly, from Treasury, and from other stakeholders. Your Excellency, allow me to recognize the role the House of Parliament has taken and made in this particular achievement. Your Excellency, the chairs, various chairs of the National Assembly, that is the Housing Committee led by Kimani Kuria, the Housing Committee, Finance Committee led by Honorable Kuria, the House Committee on Housing, Jonathan Ngeno. They took us through a very laborious exercise to explain this bill. Of course, Your Excellency, we have come a long way, starting from the Finance Act and various sections that were taken out by the judiciary. Your Excellency, since that day, we have not rested as a ministry. We formed a committee that received input and participation by the National Assembly and the Senate. Indeed, I want to recognize the clerk of the National Assembly, Samuel Njoroge. He contributed some of the key drafters of the National Assembly and also Senate. Your Excellency, Treasury gave us a member of the committee. I'm saying this because the participation of the various stakeholders, key stakeholders, have been critical, and it has given us a very good template of working going forward. I want to say that the Treasury also gave us a member in that committee, very able member. The Attorney General gave us one of his brilliant drafters, and then the Housing Department and Nixon Coril also gave us a technical person from the LADS. Your Excellency, in 5 days, we were able to come up with this bill. And I know, Your Excellency, that time, myself and Hinga, because of various state duties, we were working from outside the country, and I know that we gave you a bit of a headache because you could not understand how we have a serious exercise going on and we are outside the country, both of us, Your Excellency. But we have received the greatest support from yourself and your Deputy President and the Prime Cabinet Secretary in terms of leadership for us to be able to arrive at where we are. Your Excellency, when the court threw out the Finance Act, the journey for this bill started. We are there now where we are today, and for you to gather us here today for the assent, presidential assent of this bill, bring us to another chapter, the chapter of implementation. Your Excellency, I will not speak much. I'm going to be very brief on the 2 points that are critical. That, Your Excellency, when the Kenya Kwanza government took over, we found 8,872 units going on. Those units are some of them are in their final stages, particularly those which are not technically giving us a headache. 8,872 units. I emphasize that because it's important. Currently, Your Excellency, we have 45,525 units under construction, Your Excellency, under your leadership. We have already advertised for contracting purposes and tendering 48,988 units, which we should be taking off by way of signing the contracts in the next 1 month, possibly 1 month, a further 48,000. That will bring us to a total of 103,385 housing units, both affordable, social, affordable, and market rate houses. Your Excellency, you have guided, including the sizes of these units. The designs that the people are seeing out there have received a lot of your contribution. You have visited, even without our knowledge, in many of these sites. Sometimes you have managed to, allow me, Your Excellency, to use the word sneaking, because you have even made sure that we do not know that you are visiting Kibera. The other day you visited Roiro, and I'm seeing through the social media that you are already at site. Your Excellency, my ministry is most grateful because of the leadership, the support, the critical input that you have made for us to succeed. Right now, Your Excellency, we have over 120,000 young men and women working in these sites. We anticipate, Your Excellency, that by the time the balance of 48,000 units is put in place, Your Excellency, we should be having close to 300,000 young men and women working at our sites. So by signing this bill, assenting to this bill today, Your Excellency, you have opened doors for low-income earners to start earning. Our minimum wage, Your Excellency, is 600 shillings for the casual workers, and the artisans and others are earning between 1,000 and 2,000 per day. Your Excellency, every site has several women working because we have taken care of the gender card. Your Excellency, with these projects, we have also developed markets around the affordable housing. The ESP markets have been redesigned to cater for the extra population that have come. In every project, Your Excellency, we have to address the education infrastructure around the projects. That is to say, with this fund, Your Excellency, we have opened new doors, new opportunities, and new hope for Kenyans. And we are happy that, Your Excellency, notwithstanding the opposition, you have refused to give in to opposition, to negative approach against this bill. And with that, Your Excellency, I want to allow me to call the Cabinet Secretary to say a few words before we can come here, and he will call His Excellency the Deputy President. These are some of our greatest supporters, Your Excellency. We do this part first. Thank you. Thank you, Your Excellency. With your guidance, then, Your Excellency, I want to call you to stage. You will be moderated with your permission, Your Excellency. PS Hinga will moderate that session. I don't know, I cannot see him. Today he's allowed to sweat, Your Excellency, because this man has been on sites every day, in sites every day. I remember you asking me whether I have the right shoes, Your Excellency. We have climbed the trenches with Hinga and yourself and the other members, including the members of Parliament. Thank you very much, members of Parliament, for making sure that you come. Hinga, you will moderate this session. Your Excellency, there are some artisans that will do this exercise with you. Makofi kwa His Excellency for the big job. Thank you.